you guys actually got to see before later.
All right.
And the festival is actually
Jed like
giving
this.
us like a free venue besides the theater to stage like essentially what could be like a mini jam. So we're kind of because I've done the whole battle that was at the beginning of the movie is an event that I threw with my business partner Coco. He's an OG popper who dances with Hugo.
Oh, yeah.
And so
No, not Loco.
yeah. Is he on it?
No, Coco's around now.
Is he around?
Yeah, he is. Man. He's
Big Coco now.
Yeah. He's still pretty small though.
Yeah,
He's
it's-
old Coco.
Oh,
Yeah.
But Lil Coco is an
Never
example
forget
of
that
a guy
guy.
that
That was
does
so
show
cute.
up a lot. Like he's always at there's a meeting practice session on Monday nights called Homeland that I go to. That we both go to. Lil Coco's always there with his wife, with his kids, teaching people. So he's definitely very genuine.
He's got a little daughter that's starting to bust.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
She's always in the ciphers and she loves dancing.
Is Homeland like is it everything all styles come together, or is it like all like the music, or is it like pop shop, or is it
Monday nights popping. Yeah, popping. There's some B-boys, and then they also have the locking workshop,
Locking.
which is another room.
Also lacking as well.
Oh, wow.
Jed.
And
I
I
think
think
it's a question.
Tuesday night breakers, yeah.
Please ask me.
Are you from, okay, this is New York, it's not New York. What do you guys think about the popping in New York City, as you see?
Popping. As far as, I don't, like, because I don't understand the history fully, but, like, I'm just a mad technical dancer, so, like, as far as, like when I break down a hit, like, I do a style of bopping, not popping, so it's started from Dre, Bob on Dre, so, that style of hitting is different. So, like, what I've seen in New York is more of, like, the standard style popping. So, but there are some people that have been picking it up. Though I got my eye on Sugarloop. Where is he at? Now he came out to LA and was training with us.
And you guys really love cypher.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Which is a big thing. You know, I feel like in LA sometimes people are a little shy, you know, a little like standoffish. But here, like when I first came out to New York in 2010, and some of the guys up here, there was a party at the Kings of New York in Union Square.
Nice.
The Union Square.
Yes.
I was like, wow, there's like ogres and
Yes.
salsa dancers and b-boys and that kind of thing rarely happens in LA, you know. But everyone was just so giving, you know, and it was something that when I had that experience, it changed my view of like what events, parties can be like. You know, so.
Can I say-
Definitely awesome.
Can I say this lovingly? This place is the land of evolution. That's what this place is. Not discrediting LA, but because of business and technicality and et cetera, it's segregated. It is a belief which really stems from around the world. By the grace of God, I've had the opportunity to travel to quite a few countries now, and it is segregated everywhere. Where all my life, when music is played, you just fucking dance. Pardon my language, but I'm just being real. You just danced. So there was no, well, I'm a voguer, I'm a popper, I'm a so-and-so, I'm a so-and-so. I am a dancer. I just get down. I just get it in. So even further back, just to give you kind of an idea of what I'm saying when it comes to evolution. For instance, without any politics or trying to discuss politics, I mean, I'm very much a house lover, but I was hip-hop, I am hip-hop, I was hip-hop first. And that's going back to like 79, 81. So, yeah, kind of telling you how old I am without telling you. So, but that being said though, I mean, and you can tell by the passion that comes out of me what I'm saying is like how he expressed himself. Because we both come from this element here that is, yeah, there was nothing technical about what we did, just like we said in the footage. Your dance was your life, your life was your dance. And not for nothing, I don't know about y'all's neighborhoods, but in our neighborhoods when we was growing up, you had to, even DMX said the truth, you had to know how to do something, one of the elements in the hood. Otherwise, you was getting beat up before you got out or in the hood. Or somebody was, I mean, you went through one of these type of situations. So what I'm getting back into as far as a circle was, there was no one imposed stigmas on anybody to say, you must be doing this, you must be doing that, etc., etc. It has become a segregated thing because of business and around the world. Because Japan is even worse than LA is. If you play funk music and you start doing like certain funk music, it depends on what it is. I mean, I can alter my rhythm to use house movement in a funk track. But you know what they say to me? Hey man, you ain't popping, man. Or you ain't dancing to this music because this is, get out of my damn face, I'm dancing. Say something else. You feel me? Like, we don't really care about that. And so the purpose of us when we did things here for like our sessions and urban renewal is to really keep the portal open for freedom. Even though that word is almost null and void. There is a structure to a lot of stuff. But freedom is how you envelope it for yourself. So I hope that, although we saw that what Versatile is looking to, and what you are realizing what we do, and I'm just speaking like that really for the whole community, I hope that what I'm saying, that no one else disagrees with what I'm saying, that this is something that you could definitely be telling them back in LA. You know what I'm saying? If they could break it, that side, it's competitive, and mainly because it's a business, and it's, you know, the people who are into shows, videos, and all of that. I understand that part. But then I think that you guys could be advocates for freedom on both ends, so that this way you decode that segregation. You know what I'm saying? And so this way, I think that the people who are freestyling, who may be nothing but a freestyler, can realize that although the other world may not feel the other world, the technical world needs the freestyle of the underground man almost just as bad as we might need the commercial world. But I think that if everybody started, and it was an attempt to do that before here, like 1 or 2 years ago, with whatever that meeting that we used to have was like Uptown.
Oh,
The collective, something like that. It was to try to inform people about trying to be able to do what we're seeing, etc. But there were so many gripes between other people because of what they do amongst themselves. So what I'm hoping that with what you're doing, what you showed us, what we may be able to apply to the rest of this world in it, is to try to break that wall down. Like the wall that they was breaking, break that wall down, so that everybody becomes well informed, as opposed to this is like this little piece of paper and shh, here's this information that you get, and that's all I'm giving you. Figure it out. We had to figure that out in dance when we was growing up. Because especially when it comes to New York, we didn't have Boogaloo and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We had Electric Boogaloo. And even though, you know, Slick Dog is who he is, with whatever he says and however he might say it, one of the things that he did have, kind of as a fact, was, well, New York never had a blueprint for popping. I'm happy about that. Because when the Boogaloos came here to try to shut everybody down, I wasn't going to get shut down. I still waited. You were there. Now you was at the jail. I do what I do. I don't do what everybody else do. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that instead of, although they did something in changing the world, not for nothing, but the rest of the world looks like them right now. So where is the freedom? There's freedom in choice, but then there is letting the world know, hey, it's many colors, not just this one.
I remember, bro, please ask your question.
Yeah, because you ain't saying nothing.
You need your media.
Please speak.
So we're gonna take like 2 more questions because we're going to hold up. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I just want to commend you for choosing this story.
Yes.
Because, and for the way that you did it, because it's not just highlighting the two, leaders, and you're also highlighting the stories of the people that they're nurturing, and like how selfless they were, and how actually just like genuinely dedicated to their students and their dancers that they are. And it's just something so great to see because when they're dancing, as a company, you can see that they don't, they dance as one. And it's been hard for me to find that here. I don't know why it is. And but it motivates me because that's kind of what I want to do, is to be able to give life to other people who dance. And, so I just want to thank you for doing that. Sorry.
I think Diesel and I both experienced that first in our lives. We were very connected with Great Leaders, Atlantic and EBS and their whole group, and I'm very connected.
I was just gonna ask you if you knew Lorenzo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, he's younger than me, but he's like my big brother. Like, I always thought he was older than me. He told me his age. I was like, hey, don't
Yeah,
matter.
he's
Our
You
relationship.
tell me that was
You in contact with Taco? Papa Taco?
Did I work with Taco?
Are you in contact?
Oh, no.
You see, he came to New York at a place called the Cat Club. It was in the 80s. I don't know about that. And he ran into, everybody came there to impress Taco. It was a style. And the dude came out from Lower East Side and Louis New Wave. This dude, I'm telling you, man, you mention his name, everybody's gonna do that. And I remember that third battle between him, no, wait a minute.
No,
between
trust
him-
me, he was something.
between
You
him
were
and William Ninja.
Amazing.
And they would have had a 2-hour battle in the club called the Red Zone. It's
Yes.
fucking legendary.
Yes.
But point is that when Louis came to the Cat Club, he did his shit, and out of everybody, Taco went, I like him.
Yeah.
Because he's not trying to be like us. And he's doing some shit I've never seen in my fucking life. And that's what he's talking about. He went to LA to Lock and Pop. Me, Dessela, Stretch, a whole bunch of people. We did our real way of locking. It's a different type